Hello and welcome. Emotions carry a frequency. Every emotion has a different frequency. So if you imagine a staircase, at the bottom of the staircase, which is the basement, the dungeon, sits the lowest emotions that carry the lowest frequency, which is fear and anger. So if you sit in fear and anger, you're sitting in that dungeon, in the darkness, with all the gremlins, the entities that are just gnawing at your feet. But if you look up, and you look up to the top step, you see light. And at that top step, that light is love. Love is the highest frequency. Love is bliss, freedom, breathing easily. So for me, I had to walk up all those steps, and they were long. It was a long staircase. I call it the staircase to heaven, my heaven. But I had to get out of the basement. I had to get out of the dungeon. And now it's so much easier to embrace and love all those emotions that keep you in the dungeon. But the problem, what we do is we hold on to stuff. We become that stuff, that fear and that anger. We become labeled by it. But you don't need to sit there. If you could just recognize that it is fear and love it without blaming someone or pointing fingers at someone as to why you have fear or why you are angry, because you just become a prisoner to that story, to that person. So when you make that decision to remove the shackles that have kept you trapped in the basement, in that dungeon, you will slowly start to work your way out of the darkness, because it is a choice, you see. And probably those first few steps are going to be really hard to do, because when you sit in that energy, it is almost comfortable. That there's a fear of what would my life be like if I wasn't angry and if I wasn't so fearful. I do know what that feels like, because I used to live in that dungeon. And it was my dungeon of joy, if you can imagine. So it does take the strength and the courage to work your way out of the dungeon, up those stairs. But with each step, it does become a lot easier. Embracing everything that shows up on your stairwell, not to sweep it away or push it down. It's to look at it, to embrace it, to love it. Don't question it. You don't need to. So just allow yourself to keep walking up that stair. It may take you a week, it may take you a month, it could take your entire lifetime. It's whatever it is that you are choosing to do, so that you can heal all those entities, all those lower frequencies of anger and fear. And then you can slowly walk into the light, finding that light that's within you. It's not something outside of you, it's within you. So get out of the basement. Get out of that dungeon that you have lived in so long. Stay away from things that distract you from finding that light within you. Listen to my videos. They are there to help you. Maybe also check out my webpage. Clear Light Healing will help you also clear a lot of things without getting into any deep, heavy-duty conversations. You do not have to do this on your own. And it does get easier. Because I was once there too, as I said, in that dungeon with all of you. But I had to make a choice. And the choice was to get out of the dungeon. and to find the light within me. And I know you can do it, because I did it. From my heart to yours, with so much love and light. Thank you for dropping by, and thank you for the thumbs up, if you've made it this far. Blessings.